Let's talk about right and wrong. There are laws that have been created by man that stipulate something as wrong or right. Now, the issue with these laws is that they are manipulated. There are loopholes. So we have people who help represent us in courts of law, who help draw up these laws. And yes, it is very important to have these kind of things to regulate, to control, and to have systems in place. That is really important. But if you are able to manipulate it, bend it, lie, cheat, find loopholes in it, then is it actually a law? It's just a game. And this is the game that the world has been playing. This is the game that the world has you playing. Innately, in every single one of you, there is a conscious awareness of right and wrong. Even here, certain instances, a decision or action might appear to be right, but it's not right in a fixed form. It's right in that moment. And now I want to bring this back into you, your life as one human being. You have forgotten that you are connected to everything and everyone on this planet. You do not exist separately, but the world has led you to believe this. This is where your power and your divinity lie. When that is taken away from you, then you become dependent, desperate, and seeking external validation, seeking yourself to appear right outside of you, so that people will look up to you, or so that you can feel like a good citizen. A good citizen, a good human being, will do what is right when no one is looking. And sometimes what is right might not fit in with some external law that is stipulated. So, if you look at things like borders, and especially borders within continents, of course there must be some regulation, and I get that. But when you begin to look at someone or a group as outsiders, that immediately creates a separation. And wherever we are separated, our power gets stolen. So if you look at history and where we are now and how we are living now, where we feel like we're enemies with each other, it's really not to our benefit. It is like you harming your own brother or sister. And everything that is going on in this world right now, the wars, the fights, the rejection, is a perfect mirror of everything that we have lived up to this point. But we're now entering a very different state in humanity. We are entering a phase where it has to go beyond your external looks, your culture, your designation, your nationality. You've got to start looking at you as a human being and everybody around you as a human being. When you do this, you have no enemies. This person is not trying to harm you. And when you have no enemies, you are not a victim. Victimhood is extremely disempowering. But what we forget is that the person with all of the enemies, who might feel like he's in so much of power, who might feel like he's fighting this battle and he's winning the battle, is actually the most fearful being around. The one who needs to fight, the one who needs enemies, the one who's everybody's pointing a finger at, the one who's afraid. inside but screams very loud outside, who wants to be right all the time, who wants to make the other look wrong so that they may look right. This is a huge problem, and we are now starting to move away from it. If anything I am saying is resonating with you, then I want you to start analyzing and reflecting on the way you live your life. If you feel like this is how you truly feel in your heart, but you behave differently outside of yourself or in this world because you feel that's the way you should behave, I invite you to rethink it and to make tiny changes so that you can stand in your power. And your power in fact, it will not look like what anyone else is doing. It will not look like the crowd, because you are a leader in your own right, and you will begin by leading yourself. And the leaders that we have in this world right now are a direct reflection of the fearful nature that we have been living in, of the illusions of safety that have been sold to us. The only safety you will ever find is within yourself. You will not find it in a gun. You will not find it in a security system. And you will not find it with the laws of right and wrong. They're not keeping you safe. Your safety is going with you wherever you go. Your safety does not exist within the confines of a country or a system, or even within a secure estate. That's not safety. Safety is a state of being. Safety is the direct consequence of trust. If you do not feel safe in this world, and if you feel like you have to conform to external rules and regulations of right and wrong, then you do not trust. And when you do not trust, if you do not trust your leader, if you do not trust anyone outside of you, it means that you don't trust yourself. So you will begin there. You will begin with the trusting yourself. Now, when I say that you make your own rules of right and wrong, what I'm not saying here is that you go and break the laws. That's the last thing I'm saying. I'm not saying that you go and purposely rebel against everything, because that's resistance and that's a waste of energy. What I'm saying is that in your heart, you know what is right and wrong. You know it. Right and wrong doesn't come from outside of you. They are laws of cause and effect, of consequence, of what goes up must come down. And when you do something that you need to lie about or hide about or be secretive in some way, not in protection, but because you are afraid that you're going to get caught out, there's probably something wrong with it. It's probably not your best line of action. And given that we will always do what is the best for us to do in any given moment, you will always do your best. But if you reflect on your choices thus far, and you start thinking of how you might have done things differently, then you make those changes moving forward. You start doing what you know in your heart is right, not what someone is telling you on the news, or not what some politician is saying to you. You have to become your own leader, and you have to think for yourself. Everything is going to start there. If you are not right, when you do something right, you are never going to harm or hurt another soul. You are never going to break a person's heart. You are not going to harm a person or take away their livelihood. That is not right. You don't have the right to do that. Nobody has the right to do that. So start being the brave one. Start being your own protector. Start being your own hero, your own leader. And if you want to work on clearing out these old patterns that are holding you back, on clearing out all of this subconscious programming, the ways you've been brought up with, and you feel very stuck in it, go and do my course. I will put a link in in my bio. Go and do the course so that you may release all these things that are keeping you stuck, the patterns, the subconscious mindsets, the habits, and then you will step into your freedom. You will step into that true version of yourself, your true self, the one you came here to be.